Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Dakota Customs Unriveted. I'm your host, Travis Feist, owner-operator of Dakota Customs. And with me, as always, is my sales manager, co-host, Rob McLeod.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning. So I saw you had the bike out last night, brought it to work this morning.
Yeah, it was definitely running a lot better this morning with the air temp being 30 degrees less. So she hit 120 real quick in Mexico this morning on the way to work. So
in Mexico?
Allegedly hit 120. So maybe take care of that statement in post-production. But yeah, I mean, just the Sturgis fever is just, seeing a lot of bikes out, and hard to see all these beautiful bikes that we're putting out the door and, not want to hop on mine. So,
right.
Yeah.
Getting everybody else's bike up and rolling for the big event down there, the rally down there in Sturgis. I heard, talked to a couple of people already that have been down there, and they said it was pretty impressive. They figured they had probably close to 500,000 is what some of the talk was down there. So not a bad little get together down there, I guess, for people.
Yeah,
hot. I guess it's been hot down there.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know if that's from all the tires being shredded, or all the beautiful women down there. I don't know. That could raise the air temp.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a little of everything.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah,
so
depending on where you're staying, I guess.
Fixing to block a few of my buddies on social media because they're showing that they're having such a good time. It's like,
well, someday we'll get down there.
Yeah,
I keep telling myself that every year.
I ain't holding my breath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know we got a lot going on. Even just trying to get the bikes, out there for the rally, but just even trying to finish up some last minute projects. And like we were talking before, it just seems like everything's a last minute. It's you were talking earlier about these projects, and we're gonna actually talk about that some more on one of our upcoming episodes, and what it all takes and goes into doing a build for a customer in the process, and why certain things take time. It's just, there's a lot to it that a lot of people don't understand, and they don't see, they see what's on TV, and they don't realize that, again, that's not real life. That's not how these things actually work and go together. And a lot of people are just miseducated on the process, on what it actually takes to order parts, to, assemble and stuff like that. So I know we will be holding, again, like I said, on the upcoming close here in one of our episodes, we will be having a whole seminar and talking about that. And Rob's good about handling things with customers and explaining, and he sees it from a whole different aspect too, because he deals with the one-on-one with the customers. And so it'll be a good podcast to keep your ear open and watch for, and you can get some good pointers, and like I said, it's something to learn. Just like I said, but the biggest thing is people come in and they feel that they've seen a car being built on TV, and they think that's real life, and it's far from it. So
yeah, just even all the details that of getting a car back together after we have it tore down. They just think it goes back together as easy as it got tore down, and they look at their invoices and they see a couple pages of labor description, and then just a full page of just parts, and that's all within a 2-week time frame. They just they're almost that's when they gain that understanding of what it all entails to get these cars 100% road ready to where it's issue free.
Right.
So I'll save that for another podcast, because that'll probably be a full day deal.
Yeah, I can talk for days on that one. I mean, we've seen a lot too. So again, keep your ears open for that one. That's going to be coming up. Today we've got Tyler Tharp in our show here today. We had him on our podcast a couple weeks ago, and we visited with him. He's the owner of 701 Performance, and he is hosting his first annual diesel drags, and let's bring him on the show and let's pick his brain and let him talk about what he's got going on.
Good morning, guys. Thanks
Morning.
for
Morning,
having
Tyler.
me.
Yeah, it's good to have you back again. So I suppose you're busy as always, just on a normal basis without having your big event going on this weekend.
Yeah, no, we're busy in the shop for sure. Got a full schedule, and then on top of it, getting ready for our event on Saturday out at Rusty's in St. Anthony, North Dakota. Pretty excited. Looks like there's going to be a lot of people showing up, and the weather looks like it's going to be a perfect weekend. So
Right. So this is your first one that you're hosting, it correct?
correct. Yeah,
What-
we did a meetup a couple years back at the shop, but just with the size of it, and
Yeah, that was
wanting to expand.
a little bit of a grand opening deal. It wasn't really an event, right?
More or less.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
And then, no
I think
Rusty's.
that's what kind of steered you to go outside city limits for this one, huh?
Yeah, definitely. Being 10 miles out of Bismarck, Mandan might help. So.
Well, and
Little
Rusty's is
rowdy.
always, yeah, and they're always a good place to do stuff like that out there. You know, it's a wide open area.
Yeah.
So
Them
what
guys are
what
all
kind of
good
made
hosts.
you, like what kind of made you, I mean, did you have a lot of people come to you wanting to do something like this, or is this something that you've always wanted to do with the drags, or?
You know, I kind of got into sled pulling a couple years back and enjoyed it.
Did pretty well too.
We did pretty good. Definitely competitive, but I don't know, the dirt drags have always piqued my interest, and in North Dakota, no one's really doing dirt drags around here. Everybody's doing sled pulls, and we figured do something a little bit different. We're going to do a show and shine in the morning, following up with dirt drags in the afternoon, starting about 2 o'clock.
Sure. So I know a few years back they used to do mud drags in New Salem, and I don't think they've done that for quite a few years. And even that brought a pretty big attendance, you know, to see that. And I know that was in some guy's field, just in the middle of nowhere. So to bring something close like that, but to do it in dirt, you know, I haven't seen anything like that around here.
Yeah, no, everyone's been calling and asking about the track and stuff, and we're expecting about a 300-foot track, which people seem to think is a little bit short, but for dirt drags, I mean, we don't want people doing 80 miles an hour out there
Right.
either. And the guy's got to have a safety shutdown, you know, so it don't get too wild, but yeah, no, it should be a good time for sure.
Yeah, and then plus you can kind of keep your hand, you know, try to keep it under control a little bit, you know, to where, you know, like you said, for safety reasons, if you get it too big, you know, then you almost require a little more safety, I suppose, too.
Absolutely.
Well, 300 is just shy of a quarter mile, right? 300 feet? No, not even close.
No, I don't think it's
Not even.
Yeah.
It's 300 foot ain't much. 300 foot's a football field, you know.
Yeah. So in which, you know, it is what it is,
Yeah,
and you're still
yeah.
going to be able to show off what you got. And it'll be nice too with you, because I'm sure you're going to have people in there with some of the stuff that you've done
Yep.
to show off some of your performance, you know, some of your work that you've completed. I know, I think, Rob, you got your hot rod in
Yeah, I'm
there.
gonna run it, so I'm gonna see how she digs, I guess.
So if you don't win nothing, are you going to hit Tyler up for some of your money back, or are you just going to
I'm gonna hit him up for parts so I can win next year.
start winning trophies?
Yeah.
As long as you don't break nothing, right?
Yeah, it's kind of going to be the deciding factor. Like I was talking with Tyler last night. It's like, well, if my tranny pukes its guts out, well, I'll put a tranny, keep the truck. If the tranny holds up, I'll trade it at some undisclosed dealership.
Yeah, I don't do it anywhere around here.
No,
Yeah. Yeah.
probably Florida.
Yeah.
I've been working with Brady Bartholomew a lot with North Dakota Diesel Crew, helping me set all this up. And the talk is there's 2 SEMA trucks coming. I believe one's out of Canada and one out a surrounding state. And apparently that's what they're planning on starting the drags out with.
Really?
Well,
That's what the word is.
Nice. That's going to be sweet.
so what with this event? It's just trucks, or you know, are you able to bring like side by sides and stuff
Yep.
out there too, or are you just kind of seeing how this event takes off, or?
We're just going to kind of see how this one goes, but yeah, we're mainly focusing towards gas and diesel pickups, and we're also doing side-by-side UTV races.
So I suppose there's different classes and stuff to enter into.
There's going to be a few different classes as far as modified and stock appearing, and as far as UTVs, I'm sure we're going to have to break them down by size.
Right.
Yeah.
A little bit.
So I had Jacob, one of our shop techs, ask. He's got a Raptor that he wanted to run, so he can run it.
Like a Ford Raptor?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
We ain't going to turn nobody away.
Yeah.
And again, I will have to say that will be very interesting to see. So Jacob, he's one of our lead fabricators out there. I don't know if you ever met Jacob or not. And this dude is literally straight from Louisiana. I mean, he is all about crawfish. I mean, this dude's, you know, when you see the videos of the big swamps and the big lifted trucks, like that is his, I mean, he loves that kind of stuff. So when he heard about this, like his eyes lit up, and
he's about it.
Yeah,
so.
he's a country boy from down south, and so he's excited to do this thing, and he's a great guy. He really is. He's a great fabricator, so it'll be interesting to see. And he's got a couple Raptors actually, and he puts them to the test. He's not afraid to take them to their limit. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of a show he puts on out there.
Yeah, definitely be fun to see.
Yep. So do you have like food vendors and stuff out there too then for people that come out and see this?
We do have a couple food vendors, an ice cream truck. We also have Rusty's is going to be on grounds serving alcohol as well.
And you can also eat at Rusty's too if you want to go there and eat. Yep.
Correct.
Pretty good spot.
But yeah, no, there should be quite a bit going on, so.
Should be good. I know you kind of lit up there a little bit when you said there was ice cream out there. I mean, ice cream goes with everything.
I mean, if you don't light up when you hear the word ice cream, I mean.
Who doesn't like ice cream?
Yeah.
Well, that should be good. Should be a good attendance. I believe we're talked about coming out there, and we're going to do another podcast out there, and bring some of the people that entered their machines in. We'll interview them and kind of get some, the scoop on some of their trucks and, what they've done to it and things like that. So it'll be good to hear, some of the people that are entering their trucks in and what they all have, for power and what they've all done and where they're from and everything else, just to see, if they're all local people or, like you said, you got some out-of-staters coming in, so it'll be good to see where they're all coming from. So I'll be excited to see that.
Yeah, so I know the team that Tyler assembled asked me to volunteer down there, so I'll be working the event. If you guys want some free parking, don't come to me. I'm going to charge your ass, because that's my job.
There you go. Are you going to have like one of those neon green with says event staff on the back or anything like that?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll have gloves on. I'll have the wands. I'll be directing
traffic,
getting everybody where they need to go.
Yeah, there you go. Well, it sure sounds like a good time. I can't wait. It's only a couple days away, and again, it's Saturday, and it starts off at what time?
We're starting off at 9:30 in the morning with the show and shine, but everybody definitely doesn't have to come. Registration's open from 9:30 until the races start at 2. And yeah, no, rain or shine, bring your UTVs and your pickups and all your buddies.
Yeah, and there's plenty of parking too, so if you got truck trailers, shouldn't be an issue, because I mean it's literally there's
we have
land out there.
15 acres.
Yeah, at least, right? Yeah. So parking's not an issue. It is a family event. It is what is St. Anthony? 15 miles, isn't it?
It's something like that.
Something like that,
like
from
11 south of Amanda.
Yeah, south on Highway 6, and if you're in town, come on out. And like I said, it is family orientated. You want to see some diesel trucks, gas trucks, side-by-sides. It's going to be a great day to see some smoke and spinning tires and come down and root for your best truck. And if you have something and you want to enter it, get with Tyler, I believe. Are you the guy to contact? Are you still taking entries?
We're doing entries the day of.
Okay.
So that way, if it rains or something, it ain't no one's out any money, and we ain't fighting that. So.
Well, if it rains, it'd just add to everything, wouldn't it?
I think so. I think it'll be more
Make it
fun.
interesting.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited to see it. I'm kind of excited to see how your truck does, and even Jacob's.
Yeah. You're not doing any practice runs, are you?
I'm sure we'll do some practice runs. Probably the night before.
Should I talk to you that a little later?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Didn't want to put you on the spot there, but I did anyway.
We'll have to do some practice runs.
Hell yeah. So at least if.
But no, there's going to be trophies, cash prizes. I'm really excited to see how many people show up and see how many brackets and classes we can really have. But yeah,
I think when we've done events, the build-up's been slow, but you'll actually be surprised how well it turns out. I mean, we've did some events last summer. It's just like, Jesus, is anybody even going to show up for this thing? It's just like, and we get overwhelmed and with like triple the amount. So I think, I don't know, if you're worried about it not being a big event, man, it'll come together. I think you being one of the premier diesel shops in the state and in the surrounding states, man, you might have to look for a bigger spot next year,
It wouldn't be possible without the support of everybody around, and especially North Dakota Diesel Crew and everyone volunteering to help, and a lot of donations coming forward.
Yeah. Right. And they bring a clientele too. When you get people like that are affiliated. They have their following. They have their people that attend stuff like this, and their crew of trucks. So I think it'll be a good deal. I think it'll be a good event. And like I said, the biggest thing is having good weather, and that'll. That helps for everything when you're hosting an event.
Yeah,
so I think it'll be good.
Even like some of our customers, they build relationships with me and Travis. So I think even some of your longtime customers, Tyler, will probably just go down there just to talk to you and the guys, and just.
That's a good way to strum up more work.
No, it definitely is. Absolutely. And we got BD Diesel. They're sending one of their sales reps down out of Canada.
Nice.
It's like a 24-hour drive down just to come to the event and set up a booth. So that's hopefully their transmission we're waiting on shows up on Thursday, huh?
Hopefully he brings it with, right? Yeah.
I told them they better hand deliver it if freight won't make it. They said we're supposed to have it Thursday, so.
Well, that's good. So again, it's going to be a good event. Should be a lot of people. We're going to be posting either which way. If we're not doing the podcast, but I'm pretty sure we will be if I can get Rob. But if not, we'll make it work. But we'll get pictures. We'll be posting pictures. Check out our link. I'm sure you're going to have pictures of the event stuff going on too.
We'll have pictures, and we can get you a copy of even the attendance or the what would you call it, the standings when it's done, who wins.
Absolutely. And we'll get you back on and we'll interview you after the show and see how everything went. And so if you can't make it this year, pretty sure you'll probably have another one next year if everything goes good.
Oh yeah.
As long as everything goes good, hoping no major incidents. And
I think it'll be a good time. Like I said, there's a lot of guys out there that are just itching, and
usually it's so stressful coming into, and then once it's all over, hindsight's.
You get to look back.
Oh God, it was so much fun.
Yeah.
The turnout's usually impressive. So really excited to see where this goes.
I got even this was like 2 months ago. I was talking to some of my farmer rancher buddies around the St. Anthony area, and they already knew what trucks they're putting it in. So. They got a couple of their farm rigs, some third gen Cummins that they said damn right we're entering those. So
even the boys at the shop. I mean, they've been busting their butts getting all these customer trucks out and then working on their own trucks after hours. Talon, he put the engine was out of his truck a week ago.
Yeah.
Now it's in. We're waiting on one pigtail to get it running. We think it's all about the final touches, though.
Yeah,
isn't it how it goes? It's always the last minute.
Yeah.
So adding that stress with your first one event, you know, I'm sure your plate's full of stress and everything else that's going on.
Yeah, between that and breaking my arm, slowing me down a little bit.
But so just think about how smooth the process will be next year, with you knowing what to do and
what to expect.
And it'll just be like you can more focus on growing the event than just putting the event on itself, you know.
I think it's fair to say we're about to learn a lot, yeah.
Like always.
And it's always the first one too that's nerve-wracking because you don't know what to expect. You know, and it's once you've done your first one, then you're like, this is what we're gonna do different. This is what we're gonna do different, and you learn from every event that you put on, and it only makes you better and smarter at doing it. Just at the simple fact, like you know how to accommodate if there's something for some reason. You know, it can only get better with every event. So I know this is gonna be a good one.
Definitely,
I feel like you'll do a good job and get a good turnout. So
well, we're hoping for the best, and hopefully we can do it again bigger and better next year.
So again, Tyler, thanks for coming on our show today and talking about your event that you got going on this weekend. And again, it starts on Saturday at what time?
At 9:30 in the morning, and it'll be going all day. Races starting at 2 in the afternoon. Drinks and food will be on location.
Ice cream too.
Ice cream, don't forget
as well.
ice cream. Yep.
And come check out all the trucks and bring your side-by-side, bring what you got, show it off.
Cool.
Cash and trophies.
Nice. And again, that's at St. Anthony's. It's roughly like 13 miles south of Mandown on Highway 6. So if you do want to attend, you can you can reach out to Rob at Dakota Customs if you want address or anything or information on it, or you can reach Tyler. What's your shop number?
701-391-9053.
Yeah, so if you have any information or any questions about the upcoming event this Saturday, feel free to reach out to him. And thanks for coming. I appreciate it. And
thank you guys for having me. It was a pleasure
absolutely.
as always.
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks.